Alright, come on in, hit the like button, think about subscribing if you're already. If you're new here, welcome to the channel, but most importantly, welcome to the Viking family. So this is my personal opinion / review of the 2024 action thriller film called Boys Kills World, starring Bill Skarsgård. And I just got back from theaters about, 2 hours ago or so. 2 to maybe 2.5, seeing this, and there wasn't barely any advertisement for this. It's one of those, and there was barely any time frames to get a hold of some tickets. But it did come out today. However, here's the plot. If you're interested, an action film that follows Boy, a deaf person with a vibrant imagination. When his family is murdered, he is trained by a mysterious shaman to repress his child imagination and become an instrument of death. Now here is some of the cast. So this was a weirdly fun film. Honestly reminds me of a mixture of Deadpool, those over-the-top gore martial art Chinese films, and cheesy gory comedy films such as Mad Heidi, for example. To be honest, wasn't feeling the story or the film as a whole in the beginning, but after a while I got a feel for it. The joke banter was a bit dragged out at times and got corny with the jokes and gore. Now this is on purpose, but it does kind of get a little unbearable at sometimes, how far they go with each one. However, the over-the-top kills was badass, but part of the cheesy factor at the same time. So not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of parts of the film related to the flashbacks honestly got kind of trippy and a little hard to follow at times. But I personally followed along enough that I got what was going on to the point. I definitely appreciate the twist. As cool as the final fight scene was, and it was really cool, it was definitely dragged out too long in my opinion. Way too long. It's like the longest scene in there. And there was also a lot of these really cool swooping shots that were in there. And this kind of like, the camera was going like this kind of dramatically like that in spots, and there's a whole bunch of really cool shooting, and sometimes it does kind of get a little distracting, to be honest. But the speed of the movements was somewhat fast, but it wasn't unbearable like it was with the last film I did, Monkey Man, and that film would have been fine, would have been great if they didn't do that. In this one, it was bearable. It kind of fit the mood a lot of times. Sometimes it honestly was a little off-putting again. But here's my rating. I'll come back to my final thoughts. I personally find these over-the-top, gory, dark comedies to be fun and not meant to be award-winning holders. So definitely not a film for everyone. As that being said, I had a great time with this film. Now, they can technically ruin a film or make a film depending on the jokes or the feel of the film, all the vibe or whatever we want to call it these days. And it's just also the story. But I think what really comes down to is the shooting. It really make a film epic, or it can really make it hard to watch. They did a even amount of good job in this with all that. Definitely again, not for everyone, but it's definitely in my category of something that I kind of like, because it's just kind of more fun than something more that I'm going to be like being sucked into the franchise or something, or go, wow, that was award-winning shooting and editing and how they did that and that, type of thing. But as always, leave your thoughts down below. I'm always curious. Remember, I love you all. Please stay safe. Spread the love, most importantly. Skull.